where AI fits and where it doesn't. Qatar project is like coaching a championship final.
Another project. We're playing to win a championship. We're going to break down exactly how to navigate a high-stakes construction project here in Qatar, but we're going to do it through the strategic lens of a full football season, complete with some new AI-powered coaching tools. So, here's our game plan for today. We'll kick off with a pre-match briefing to really scout the pitch. Then we'll set our starting lineup and formation. After that, it's all about building a solid defense, making smart halftime adjustments, handling that tough post-match press conference, and finally, mapping out the road to lifting that championship trophy. First up, the pre-match briefing. You know, no great coach ever steps onto the field without understanding the conditions, the pitch, and of course, the referees. For us, that means getting a deep understanding of the unique playing field of a Qatar construction project. Now, these are the match day conditions you simply can't change. These are the non-negotiables. We're talking about that extreme summer heat, the really tight site logistics, and the adjusted working hours during Ramadan. Our entire strategy has to be built around them. And on top of all that, our team is a multinational squad, so perfect coordination is absolutely essential to win. Okay, now let's talk about the officials. You've got to think of these authorities as the referees who can stop play at any moment, review every single move with VAR, and you know what? Their decisions are final. Understanding their rulebook isn't just a good idea, it's non-negotiable. And believe me, it's not just one referee we're dealing with. We have a whole roster of officials, from Kahramaa handling power and water to the Qatar civil defense and the municipality. Just getting that initial kickoff clearance means you need a green light from all of them. Any single one of them can blow the whistle and stop our progress cold. So what's the key takeaway here? The most crucial thing to remember is that our real opponent, it isn't a single delayed task. No way. It's the interface breakdown. It's that dropped pass between the civil works, the MEP installations, and the facade. That's where games are won and lost. Okay, so we've scouted the pitch, we know the conditions. Now it's time to pick our starting lineup and set our attacking formation. In our world, this is all about defining that critical path and identifying our long lead items. These are our star players. Your critical path? Well, that's your main attacking strategy. It's the most direct line to scoring that final goal. It's a sequence where every single move, from the substructure all the way to final commissioning, depends entirely on the one that came right before it. There is absolutely no room for error in this formation. Just think about it this way. Your key long lead items, you know, the chillers, the generators, they're like your star players that you sign during the transfer window. Their shop drawings are the official player registration, and any kind of procurement delay, well, that's like a visa issue that keeps your star player from ever getting on the pitch. And you know, just like signing an international superstar, getting these key pieces of equipment project ready is absolutely full of risks. You've got potential delays in factory testing, shipping nightmares, customs holds, or even the LV room not being ready for them. Any one of these things can mean your star player is stuck on the sidelines, and that impacts the entire team's performance. You know this saying, attack wins you games, defense wins you championships. A powerful attack means nothing if you're vulnerable on the counter. So let's talk about the defensive strategies you need to protect your project from those really costly delays. These are your defensive drills. These are the proactive moves you need to practice every single day. Things like submitting to multiple authorities at once, getting your mock-ups approved super early, staging your inspections so you don't have to wait for one big one. All of these tactics create a solid defensive line against unexpected problems. Now, in this league, the rules are usually based on FIDIC contracts, and your documentation, that's your tackling technique. You go in without documented notices or meeting minutes, that's not just a foul, that's a reckless challenge. It's a straight red card, leaving you totally exposed to claims. But with clear documentation, that's a perfectly clean tackle. You protect your entitlement every time. Okay, it's halftime. The match is live. The game is on. Now it's all about making smart, data-driven adjustments from the sideline. You simply cannot win on your initial game plan alone. You have to adapt to what's happening right now. So, let me ask you, as the coach, how are you reading the game in real time? A gut feeling just isn't going to cut it when the stakes are this high. You need hard data. You need live statistics to see what's actually happening out there on the pitch, second by second. Your daily site report is your live match stats feed. It is so much more than just paperwork. It tells you exactly where you're dominating and where you're getting blocked. I mean, look at this. We can see the MEP team is being held up by an authority inspection. That's a yellow card right there that we need to manage immediately. And this right here, this is your team's stamina. Your manpower distribution shows you who's fresh and who's starting to get fatigued. Looking here, it seems like the finishes team is running out of steam. So what's the call? Do we need to bring on some substitutes or shift our resources to maintain that forward momentum? The final whistle has blown, at least for the day. And now you face the press, which is your clients and your consultants. How you communicate under pressure, especially when things haven't gone exactly to plan, really defines your professionalism and your control of the narrative. Now, here's a response you hear all the time. And look, it sounds honest, but frankly, it's a communication's own goal. It immediately admits liability, it makes promises to recover time that haven't been validated, and it asks for an extension of time without the proper grounds. This is a reactive, defensive posture, and it gives away all control. But what if we had an assistant coach, an AI trained in professional, contractually aware communication that could help us script a much better response? Let's run that exact same scenario through the AI and see what it comes up with. Just hear the difference. It's night and day, right? This is calm, it's factual, and it's professional. It acknowledges the issue, the 𝗕𝗲𝗁, but notice it does not admit contractual fault. It says a plan is being developed and it promises to present facts, not feelings. This is how you control the press conference. So the big question is, how do you get your team using these new AI tools effectively? You can't just throw new technology at them on match day and expect it to work. No, you need a pre-season training plan. And here it is, a realistic 30-day training camp. You start with the easy wins in week 1, like using AI to help standardize your meeting minutes. And then, by week 4, you're building sophisticated tools like an executive risk dashboard. It's a clear, step-by-step approach to building a truly data-driven, championship-caliber team. So the main thing to take away from all this is simple. AI isn't here to replace your experience or your strategic mind. Think of it as your new assistant coach. It's the tactical tool that helps you analyze the game faster, communicate with more confidence, and ultimately gives your team the edge it needs to win the championship. Now go out there and live that truth.
FRE, door open for serious PMs ready to level up. Green International PMP Feb 14 new game is on. Book now.